All right, very good. A live look at the Dow as we turn to a controversial new rule expected to take effect later this year. It would force publicly traded companies to disclose how many times more their CEOs earn compared to their basic employees. It's just one of the regulations in the Dodd-Frank law that's expected to be finalized this year. Labor unions and liberal advocacy groups backing the provision. They say it will shame companies into lowering CEO pay, but critics say the regulation would just force companies to compile complex data to determine the median salary of all their employees, which could cost them millions. It's already cost them millions of dollars. You know, a lot of companies are trying to comply with this in advance. They're essentially trying to slut-shame companies into paying their highest workers less money.
And slut-shaming companies is not the job of the U.S. government at all. And that info already exists out there, by the way, Kennedy. They could pull up a lot of these reports, and there's plenty of people who work in the federal government who are sitting around picking their nose today at their computer who could do this on their own. That's not a good use of taxpayer dollars. Also, Kennedy, the only people that should care about this are the shareholders, how much people make at the company. Otherwise, frankly, it's none of the government's business. But if they do want to do this, I think it would be helpful to tell us the difference between benefits that you get when you work for the government and a private company, or how easy it is to get fired at a private company versus how hard it is to get fired at a government.
I mean, that would be a much more useful index. And by the way, it doesn't require government imposition of these types of regulations, which essentially just kill business. California is considering legislation that would require companies to have the same sort of public manifesto. It's just another handwritten invitation for corporations to leave that state.
What I think